What's up, guys? Keyshawn Uchiha here, back at you with another new part to an alternate universe video. This will be part 4 of What If Naruto Was Lucifer. I've been looking at y'all comments, and I have seen a new comment just popped up, and it says, "Can I please get a part 4 of this?" And I was like, I looked and I saw the video, I rewatched it, I was like, might as well, what the hell, already got this far, so let's just make a part 4 of it. So I'm just gonna do a quick recap, and then we're gonna get to the new parts. So where we last was pretty much off. Pretty much Hiruzen pretty much already. Well, you could say Hiruzen retired and found a new person to become Hokage, and it was Lady Tsunade. After Lady Tsunade basically became Hokage. This is where I guess we can go to the part arc where Orochimaru send out his four strong sound ninja, the Sound Four, to pretty much capture Sasuke-kun, female Sasuke-kun, which this is where Naruto chased after her and pretty much to bring her back to the village. This is where, of course, she pretty much says that she needs to get strong to defeat her brother, which Naruto gives her a kiss and basically told her that he will be coming to get her if she needs help, which she pretty much agrees upon. And this is where Naruto let her go and pretty much Arya formed Lady Tsunade and with Jiraiya, with Adam. Actually, no, this him. And Adam stayed behind. Now let's get to the new parts. So pretty much this is where I guess we can do the 2 years time skip, and we have a nice good 18-year-old Naruto. This 18-year-old Naruto has pretty much been getting trained and also been training with Jiraiya and stuff, understanding Sage mode, Sage Chakra mode, and Sage mode, and been, you could say, mastering it. So he mastered Sage mode pretty much. Also, he have created a better bond with Jiraiya, so Jiraiya and him is, as the same as original canon. Um, Also, I guess that's pretty much it of his development. Well, Naruto did have been practicing on his angels and his agility, his angel form, his angel powers. You could say. I'm just gonna say powers, and pretty much he realized that he can bring things back from the dead and stuff, and also, well, no, he already knows he can do that, but he knows now he can bring back like dead beings that was already dead, like I'll say the sages picking that sons. He pretty much accidentally brought them back to life. And I know what you're saying. Wait a minute, he can't really bring back, the sages sons if they're, constantly reincarnated. Well, he pretty much broke the cycle, so he pretty much brought them back, and there won't be no new person who will become the new sage of six paths. There won't be like anyone who will be reincarnated like into the brothers because he just brought them back and broke the cycle. And the sage of six path is back too. So yeah, so you could say there's gods back, which Jiraiya is shocked that he saw, well, get to know research and history from, these powerful gods. Now, I guess this is where Naruto is heading back in the Leaf Village, and he's pretty much on top of the thing saying "Home Sweet Home," which his brother pretty much appeared beside him, and the angels too, and the Ambu that got turned into angels are also there, taking the knee, saying "Welcome back, Lord Naruto," which Naruto's saying is glad to be. Well, he says he's glad to be back, and he's pretty much excited to see them, and also to see Haku and Zabuza and his sister and all that. Now this is where Naruto gets called in, and it's about Gaara. Gaara has been captured. Now this is where Naruto already tells her to stop right there, and he already knows where they at. This is where he brings out his wings, and he pretty much just gets out of there, which no one can barely see except for his brother, which his brother followed him. So the whole Team Seven to get reformed, it will be reformed, but it's not going to be reformed now because you could say Naruto pretty much just went to save Gaara. Now Naruto pretty much appears right behind Deidara, while Deidara doesn't know that Naruto's on his bird. This is where Naruto pretty much grabs Gaara and he teleports out of there. And this is where Data is still thinking that Gaara's right behind him. So he's pretty much, saying, I'm very good at my explosion. And I got him pretty good. I can't wait to take him back. Which, this is where he looks back. He says, Where's the body? Which he's confused about. This is where Naruto brings Gaara back in the Leaf Village, pretty much have him down, and he pretty much healing him up, pretty much telling the Abu members to heal him up because they got some healing capabilities, and he tells Haku to heal him, and Haku pretty much heals him because she has healing capabilities, and this is where Gaara wakes up and looks at Naruto, and Naruto pretty much gives Gaara a smile, saying, "Welcome back," which Gaara pretty much gets the same thing as a kid and realizes that Naruto is a true friend from him, and he saved his life. This is where Naruto brings Gaara back to the Sand Village, and the Sand Village is glad that Naruto brought back Gaara. But this is where Naruto pretty much teleports to other villagers. Well, create clones, and he starts teleporting to other villagers and going to the jinchurikis that's are left, and he pretty much gives them the thing, pretty much telling them if they need help, just make sure that this activate this seal in a certain hand, which uh I'm gonna say the only people who are still alive in this, I'm gonna say just for kidding, the only people who are still alive in this is the Two Tails Jinchuriki, because I'm gonna say Itachi and Kisame sucked at their job a little bit, and the Two Tails got out and survived, but she's pretty much in hiding. So the Two Tails is still alive, which Naruto contacted. Seven Tails, Six Tails, but not the Three Tails. Not the Three Tails. The Three Tails is dead, and the Four Tails is dead. But all the other Jinchurikis are still alive. So yeah, this is where Naruto pretty much already alert the other Jinchurikis and pretty much just told them if they need help, just let them know. Now, this is where of course Naruto is um going back to his village and stuff and getting back to his team. He pretty much talked to Kakashi and stuff, and this is where Naruto gets a secret invitation letter. Which this is where Sasuke-kun, she pretty much alerts Naruto that Orochimaru is getting sick and tired of this patient, and he's ready to take over her body. This is where Naruto already gets his team ready, which is going to just be Kakashi and Sakura. Actually, no, Kakashi and Adam and Sakura. Why is not? And they pretty much go there. Now, this is where Sasuke, she's pretty much is waiting for him, and this is where she shows herself, and she will be having the same outfit like Sasuke outfit, um, in the 2 year time skip. So yeah, and it's gonna be a little bit showing. So this is where Naruto sees her, and he pretty much sees her, and he run. She pretty much we're gonna say she gets excited and runs up to Naruto and pretty much kisses him on the lips, saying that she misses him, which he pretty much says the same thing. Now, this is where she pretty much shows the Orochimaru hideout and stuff, and they're going to finish Orochimaru off once and for all. They're pretty much just going and stuff, and this is where they find the Orochimaru headquarters. And I'm gonna say original as canon. This is where Sasuke and Naruto pretty much kills Orochimaru, but this is where, just in case Orochimaru doesn't get a new body or takes over someone else's body stuff, she pretty much seals Orochimaru inside of her in her seal and pretty much continues going. Now, after all of that, pretty much Orochimaru is dead, and stuff. This is where they start going back to this Leaf Village and stuff. And this is where I'm gonna say Jiraiya does the same thing in canon. I pretty much just try to go find information on the Akatsuki. Now, this is where Jiraiya does go, but Naruto already placed like a secret mark on Jiraiya without him being annoying. So just in case if he does die, like if he does be in a deep shit predicament, Naruto will be there to save him. Now we're gonna say everything happens in the original canon. Now Jiraiya's pretty much got his one arm off, and he's pretty much coughing up blood, and he knows he doesn't have much time. This is where the pain syndicates are about to jump down on Jiraiya and kill him until Naruto comes in and teleports and pretty much grabs Jiraiya and pretty much says, "Damn it, old man. Damn it, Pervy Sage. You really did this mission without me?" And knowing that the fact he was going to die, which this is where Jiraiya is saying, "Naruto, what are you doing here? And I didn't want you to do this because I didn't know how strong they are. Which this is where Naruto pretty much flicks Jiraiya in the head, saying, "Previous stage, I'm stronger than any ninja here. I'm basically I'm basically a god," which he basically says that. This is where uh the pains are looking at Naruto, and this is where Naruto heals. Pretty much put Jiraiya in a bubble barrier, and it's pretty much healing him up and fixing his arm and stuff. This is where Naruto pretty much says, "All right, so who wants to die?" Which this is where one of the pains gets send out the animal bird path that flies to Naruto. This is where Naruto pretty much walks forward and he says dispels, and he pretty much kills off the bird, pretty much erasing it. Well, pretty much killing off the bird. This is where Naruto pretty much notice how many pains they are, and he pretty much snaps his finger, pretty much killing every single pain, which it just leaves the main pain left. This is where Naruto appears right in front of the last pain and stabs, well, pierces his heart, and pretty much grabs his heart. Now, this is where Naruto's getting all the memories from pain and stuff, and realizing what's really happening and stuff. And he begins to say, "Huh, so the Akatsuki, I heard about the Akatsuki, but now I know everything. Thanks." Which this is where he pretty much rips out his hand out Pain's arm, and pretty much just goes off. Now, as he goes off, he pretty much takes Jiraiya and takes him back to the Leaf Village. And Jiraiya's arm is already healed completely and back to normal, so he has an arm. But this is where Naruto tells Jiraiya to sit there and, to learn from his mistake of trying to do a mission so recklessly and almost died. Because Naruto precious, he treats life with precious. Like, how can I say this? He precious life. But if no one precious their life, he'll get pissed off at them. Like, he's mad at Jiraiya. But pretty much, this is where I'm gonna say a couple weeks pass by, and Naruto's sleeping in the bed, and he pretty much gets an emergence syndrome from the ninjas. I mean, from the two tailed jinchuriki, and also the two tailed jinchuriki, the six tailed jinchuriki, and also the six tail and the seven tails. And also the five tails. They're asking for hope from Naruto. Now this is where Naruto pretty much creates clones and send them out, and they're pretty much going to help. Datara, Datara, and Sasori, they pretty much are waiting for Naruto, while Obito is doing something else, but pretty much, yeah. Um, the only people who's still alive is like Itachi Kisame. Yeah, and Itachi Kisame is pretty much waiting for Naruto at the six tails. I mean the two tails. Now Naruto is pretty much teleports there, and this is where Kisame is trying to get the upper hand in front of Naruto, and Naruto pretty much just looks at Kisame and just explodes him. Now, of course, this is where Itachi is terrified because he already knows what Naruto's capable of, and he's pretty much his starter fact. This is where Naruto looks at Itachi and says, "Huh, I'm not even gonna finish you off. I'm gonna let your sister kill you." And he pretty much disappeared while Itachi is, scared for his life. Now, for Datara and Sasori and their whole thing, they pretty much get annihilated by Naruto. There's nothing simple with that. Now, this is where Obito is pissed off, but this is where Orochimaru's servant, I forgot his name. He pretty much is I'm gonna say he has Orochimaru cells. He took some because Orochimaru has secret cells, and he pretty much is all ready. This is where Obito contacted him and said, "Hey, can you make an army for me? Because we need to stop this boy Naruto, and I need to make this dream come to reality." Which this is where um Orochimaru's servant says, "Yeah, I got you, my guy. Anyways, I do want payback for what Sasuke-kun and Naruto did to my master Orochimaru." Now, we're going to say this is where the Great Ninja War arc is coming in much earlier than original canon, and pretty much this is where everything happens the same, but this is where Sasuke already killed Itachi, so that's already set, but now we're at the Great War arc. Now, this is where Orochimaru's servant does a sacrifice and, does bring back all the dead ninjas and stuff. And Naruto's pretty much saying, I want to try something. And this is where all the ninjas are, like all the villages are making, being allies. So it's like the great ally. So everything is happening as the original canon. But this is where Naruto sees like a couple of the ninjas that he's thinking about bringing back, and he says, "Hmm, rise." Which, well, he pretty much says resurrection. Which this is where the ninjas that was like powerful, like Rakages in them, like the ninjas that was dead, are brought back to life. Now, this is where they look at themselves and they're brought back to life, saying, "Huh, we're alive and we have free choice." Now, this is where they look at Madara, because I'm gonna say Madara got brought back as a last ditch effort, just in case if anything happens, and he gets brought back. Now, Obito already has the Rinnegan, has like one, has like the Rinnegan since Nagato, I'm gonna say died. This is where um he has the Rinnegan. He's basically saying, "I'm gonna end this with you once and for all." Which Adam pretty much says, "I'm gonna be the one that kills you." Which Adam pulls out a katana and charges at Obito. Now, this is where Madara is fighting with Naruto, and well, no, Madara is really just fighting with the Rakages and stuff. And even though they're still alive, like they're brought back to life and stuff, and helping out the allied forces, they're still taking an L from Madara. Madara is just built different. But this is where um, everything is original and canon. But this is where Madara gets brought back to life after, I'm gonna say, they initiate the Ten Tails automatically, because we're gonna say some shit happens, and this is where the Ten Tails is getting formed and stuff, and Madara pretty much brought back to life at this point, and he's smiling, saying, huh, "Let's see you survive this." Which this is where Naruto says, "Is this it?" And he pretty much snaps his finger. Well, he pretty much shows out his wings, and he snaps his finger. And as he snaps his finger, a white light glows, and pretty much the Ten Tails is pretty much gone. Madara is looking around trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Obito. And this is where Naruto pretty much says, and whatever. He pretty much says erase. And he pretty much erased Obito and well, no, he erased Madara. Now Obito is pretty much shocked and scared because Madara is gone. Obito is the only one last one standing, and a whole bunch of ninjas that was like legendary and was dead is all brought back to life, including Itachi. So he doesn't really have nothing to do with it. And this is where Obito escapes. Well, we're gonna say he uses dimension and escapes. Now, after all that, everybody's celebrating and stuff because they pretty much just cancel out that ninja war and just ended that shit. That shit just ended pretty much with quick ease. And Naruto's pretty much celebrating and stuff, and they're all cheering on Naruto, and all the ninjas are saying, "Here goes for Naruto," and all that. Now, I'm gonna just do another year skip, and we're gonna just get to Naruto the last now. Now we have pretty much a 22-year-old Naruto, and this 22-year-old Naruto is pretty much already have changed the village, and he's already Hokage now. He's Hokage now. He's not like uh you know not Hokage. He's Hokage now. He's a full-fledged Hokage now. He already made the Leaf Village for the better, as he created half angels, like, and plus he found out he has demon DNA, so he pretty much created like half angels, half demons hybrids. He just been doing a lot, and the village is like the strongest village. Like the Leaf Village is now the strongest village out of all the other village. So no one can really fuck with them. And Naruto's thinking about you know colliding and making all villages to become one in the Leaf. So instead of this like Leaf Village, it's gonna be like the ultimate village, you could say. Now, this is where Naruto is pretty much um is sitting down and talking with Haku and Hinata, basically talking about when is the children's gonna come, which pretty much Hinata's blushing because Hinata is the first one pregnant. Well, Haku is the first one. All right, take it back. Sasuke, she's the first one pregnant and she's having a baby. So Sasuke's Sasuke Kun is pregnant first. Hinata's third and Haku's is yeah. Well, Hinata's second and Haku's third. You can basically say that. Now, this is where, as usual, everything happens in the canon of the movie, and this is where Naruto basically goes and rescues Hinata. But Sasuke-kun, she's pretty much in the village, but the meteors is coming out, and she pretty much just opens both her eyes, and she just erased the meteors, so the meteors are not a threat. But this is where Naruto is fighting with the person who's trying to capture Hinata and marry her, forced to marry her. This is where Naruto just absolutely beats the shit out of him for doing that. And before he can leave, this is where Naruto basically grabs his eyes and pretty much tells him that he doesn't deserve the power and he would give it to someone who's like fit for it and kills him. So yeah. But after that, Naruto gets married with Haku, Sasuke-kun, and Hinata, and also Zabuza's sister, and pretty much has a whole family branch of a tree, which Boruto will be born and all that. Now this is part 4 of What If Naruto was Lucifer's son. If you like, leave a like, comment, do all that stuff. But this is the trilogy, and this is it. So there's no more parts, unless you want me to continue this series to the Boruto series. But other than that, I'm Kishan Chia. Thanks for watching, and peace out.
It looks like you lost another one.